What's up, upstanders? Dr. O here, and it's very interesting to hear the story of the Department of Defense removing the story of Jackie Robinson, the man who integrated Major League Baseball, from their website as part of their series on sports figures who served. And there's a lot of places I can go with it, but the first place I want to go with it is, where are y'all who say that, oh, we spend too much time talking about race, we spend too much time, nitpicking and playing the race card, although there's no conversations about people who own the deck, right? You got a deck of cards, you got one card in it, and the people who get accused of playing the race card are never really playing the race card. They're talking about the structural problems with the deck. But where are you all? Where are you guys to say, oh, I'm colorblind? Oh, I just judge people based on the only Martin Luther King lines that you know. I just judge people based on the color of their, on the content of their character and not the color of their skin. One of the people y'all always cited was Jackie Robinson. You always cited Jackie Robinson as the standard, as the man who y'all mistakenly looked at as a kind of quiet man who went along to get along, who did his best to just, be a good black person and assimilate into American society. Like, your whole narrative of him is wrong. How do I know this? Because y'all don't even know that Jackie Robinson, before Kaepernick, was the one who was like, he can't stand for the flag. But y'all call him like this perfect guy. You even put out stories about, he was ultra conservative, he was a Republican. Y'all don't talk about the fact that Dr. King called him a freedom rider before there was freedom riders. Because even when he was in the military and they tried to have him go to the back of the bus, he refused, and there was a whole thing. So whether you agree, I mean, what are you doing? Where are y'all? Are y'all contacting the Department of Defense? And it shows the hypocrisy over many of y'all who just say, if we could all just get along. This is not getting along. This is erasure of history. This is erasure of history. And what's sad about it is that people don't even realize that the Department of Defense has gone through an effort to scrub like over 26,000. Some people are saying it could be close to 100,000 different types of photos and references to anything representing DEI. This is ridiculous. And I'm listening to Mike Barnacle on Morning Joe, and he's like, Jackie Robinson is in the story of DEI. He's an American hero, and y'all, and then it's tricky. It's not even tricky because y'all like slam DEI in your defense of Jackie Robinson. Whether you like it or not, Jackie Robinson got where he is because of DEI, because of efforts to diversify, efforts to have equity, diversity, to have inclusion. DEI didn't start in 2020, right? And of course the man had the talent, of course he had the merit, of course he had the background, but if the government is saying, and the Major League is saying, you can't be in the Army, you can't be in baseball, you ain't getting there without a program to diversify, have equity and inclusion. So people that start saying, it's not DEI, it's this, it's almost like they're using DEI as a slur. Like how Trump used Palestinian as a slur? It's almost like that's what they're trying to do, and it's nonsense. Here's the other problem though. Jackie Robinson obviously is one of the most well-known figures in terms of names, but because until his story broke, people are not paying attention to other people like the African American Medal of Honor recipient whose name was removed, the Navajo code breakers who helped America, coalition win World War II, scrapped. Like, where are these stories going to be told? People don't know about that. And we can go down the list. And so my concern is that if they've already hit up to 26,000 references, and I'm hearing that they might be going towards 100,000, there are so many stories that we just did not know about that are going to be gone. And if it wasn't for the Jackie Robinson story, many people wouldn't even be having this conversation. And of course, in their anti-LGBTQ rampage, they've also removed things like the photos of the Enola Gay. And if you don't know the Enola Gay, that was the B-29 plane that was used to drop the bomb on Nagasaki, on Hiroshima. Like, that was the plane that did that, and the pilot named the plane after his mother. It has nothing to do with LGBTQ. Nothing. But because they're using, I don't know, some type of AI, some people say Camel GPT or whatever, just remove that as well. Is what y'all mean when y'all talk about being colorblind? Because these sites are only featuring white people. Well, the way we talk about people of color, we talk about white as if it's not a color. That's why I despise the term people of color, by the way. But we talk about white as being the original, the only thing that matters, the only thing that's pure, the only thing that's there. So currently on their website, they have people like David Robinson and some other people. They have the excuse me for forgetting the name of the brother who was the second player to get brought into the MLB. And they say after Jackie Robinson, but don't have a link to Jackie Robinson's page. Is it because you don't see this other man as prominent to civil rights and the like? It's really unfortunate and it's really sad. But what they're doing is understandable, not agreeable with, but we understand it because this is who they are. But who are you, America? Who are you? Who are you guys who say that we should just move on and we should just stop talking about all of this diversity and we should just stop talking about all of this racism and all of that? So y'all are, to be clear, y'all are cool with having every reference to anybody that does not represent a non-white Christian cisgendered male. Y'all are fine with that being the only thing that is reflected in anything from history books to Department of Defense websites and all of that other type of stuff. And just come out and say it so we know. Because you're lying if you're saying that you believe in equality, that everybody should be the same and everybody should stop complaining, but then you have a government that's actively disregarding the acknowledgments of people who fought and worked hard for this country to be better. There was a women's infantry unit or something to that effect that was on the site that got scrapped. Like, where are y'all? So this isn't about what Trump's doing or what Hegseth is doing. It's about what we're doing about it. Because when they tried to erase the Tuskegee Airmen, there was uproar and the story was returned, right? But they're doing it every day. As Steve Bannon said, you got to flood the zone and put out so much stuff that people don't know how to respond to it. How are you responding to it? Because this is a real time where I just want to call it the hypocrisy. I know some of y'all are completely fine with it. Y'all say, oh, we don't want this, we don't want this, we don't want this. But what you really want is our erasure. And when I say our, I mean, like I said, anybody with Latino, women, Asian, Muslim, that's what you want. And so you're comfortable with that, you're part of the problem. You're being called out as well. Because if you really believe that stories of representation matter, if you really believe that people like Jackie Robinson's story matters, then you would be on the phone to your Congress people, you would be on the phone to the Department of Defense, you would be using your social media platform to call this out as well. Black people fought in every war in this country. And we can go down the list of different groups and their contributions to American society. It wasn't all white men. Just not how it is. But that's what Hegseth wants. That's what Trump wants. That's what, I guess Marco Rubio identifies as white Cuban American, white Latino, I guess. MAGA ain't never going to accept you, by the way. I'm just saying, that's a conversation for another day. But this Jackie Robinson story should be shameful for more people than it is. We should be calling it out. And if this is what you really mean when you say that we should move on from race and we shouldn't talk about it anymore, it's one thing to move on, it's another thing to completely erase. So I'm very interested in hop in the comments, y'all. Let me know where you stand on this. And some of y'all better be careful what you say because we can easily go to your pages and find out what you've been saying all along. And I might just do that and call you out right here. Let me know your thoughts. Hit me up. Like, comment, subscribe as well. Catch you next time. Peace.